Yeah, I'm welcoming you to another edition of Bystanders at Newsstands with Michael Adekunle on Flip TV. This morning, dishing us a very vital information is the Punch newspaper, which reads with a very captivating headline here. Danjuma, other Christian leaders reject suspension, ACF backs Buhari. I repeat, Danjuma, other Christian elders reject suspension, ACF backs Buhari, with a very nice rider here. Appeal Court dismisses Onnoghen's request to stop CCT trial. Here is another very beautiful headline on top of the newspaper here. Unlike Buhari, Atiku will be president for all Nigerians, says Obasanjo. Here again, I have here a very dangerous picture here. You can take a look. Lagos tanker explosion kills 2, destroys property. Lagos tanker explosion kills 2, destroys property. At the bottom of the newspaper here, on impeachment level, we will do our job. Lagos Assembly tells pro-Ambode protesters. We will do our job. Lagos Assembly tells pro-Ambode protesters. These are the stories we have on the Punch newspapers this morning. At the newsstands, we have our reviewers at the newsstands. They are eager to speak. I'm Michael Adekunle. Let's join them. Still on Onnoghen's issue, the Christian elders, the suspension of the president, talking about President Muhammadu Buhari. Now, I want to hear your own take on this.
Really is very surprisable from the federal government due to this issue, because we can see that injustice were just reigning in the country, in the sense that this man, even at all he has any error or issue with federal government, it shouldn't be this very period of getting to the field for presidential election and others. It should be after. But in the sense of this, that means there's something behind from the federal government. And concerning to the elders and others, people that were protesting against that, they had to, because this is democracy. It's the government of our people. So even as per me, they has to restore him back. That is the basic truth. So if there's any prosecution, it should be after election.
Don't you think the president suspending, the president must have seen something very, very, very incriminating for him to have done that?
Yes. It's like he's searching for someone that will favor him to install there. So they remove him because of their interest of rigging and whatsoever. So that is the real point.
Thank you very much. There have been speculations that the president has been attaching sentiments to the suspension of Onnoghen, this Chief Justice of Nigeria. What do you think about this?
To suspend the Chief Justice in Nigeria is right, but it's wrong. Because, you know, Nigeria have a Nigerian Bar Association. They're supposed to their house is supposed to check into the issue. No, either to suspend a Chief Justice, either it's good or it's not good. So it's not, for me, I've not seen that it's wrong. It's wrong. Because the House, the National Assembly, have to check the issue of, say, find out, no, if the man is corrupt or if maybe some other thing, either error to know for find out, or at least to give the man, maybe give the man more power, or maybe check either the issue that either maybe any wrong thing there. So the National Assembly have to find out. For me, but I'm telling you the right thing. It's wrong to suspend it.
But if the president did that, you know who Muhammadu Buhari is. He's a person that has been fighting against corruption. Don't you think he found him as a corrupt person abusing the office of the judiciary? That's why the president had that infantry to suspend him.
Yes. But according to the Nigerian Constitution, the Mr. President himself he's supposed to take the order from National Assembly to know either to suspend a Chief Justice. He's supposed to find out. He can't just take the law into the hand. It's wrong. Yes, it's wrong.
It had been hitting the polity of Lagos State. It had been very intriguing what is happening within the corridor of powers for the past few months. I think it's exciting, I must say. You see, sometimes we tend to neglect certain issues. Ambode remains the executive governor of Lagos State until the 29th of May. And as an executive administrator, he should be given that respect, and his office should not be usurped, irrespective of whatever may be the interests of the party, APC. Of course, he didn't win the primaries. He's not returning back to Alausa. And what is happening from the information available to me, that the aspirant of APC governorship, aspirant of APC in person of Sanwo-Olu Jude, went and commissioned a project in Ireland, and they were asking Ambode to sign, to approve the contracts and release the money to facilitate the project. I think he should exercise caution. He have not been the governor of Lagos State, and he's used the rights and the privilege of the incumbent government. I think a reasonable thinking person should, even though they are pushing him, he shouldn't estimate what is the dust in Lagos State Assembly.
But looking at what went on during the first day that this meeting was held in the State House of Assembly. Now, it was said that the governor has refused to sign the 2019 budget.
Thank you. Yes, I learned that the governor refused. His objection is based on facts, that there are conflicting issues in the budget that was submitted even by the chairman of the assembly, State Assembly. Yes, his own proposal aspect of the budget does not reconcile with the other committee, you see, that is in charge of the budget planning. So Ambode was not telling them, go and reconcile your budget before bringing it for me, because there are conflicting figures and factors underlined
which need to be rectified,
which need to be rectified before signing into law. So I think his position remains a very positive one.
The issue of the impeachment of the Lagos State governor, talking about Akinwumi Ambode, what would you say about this?
Case was the Loma matter, and I know Loma was replaced with Operation Clean Lagos, Operation Clean Lagos something. Landscape, right? Landscape, Visionscape. Okay. Now that Visionscape, I call it Vision Scam. I had, you know that after the takeover, this Olusosun Dung Hill, continuously there was this burning, fire got out of the place, and They don't have a solution to it. And I have some information with me. They said, as that never happened during Loma, what did Loma do that made Ambode to suspend them? Do you guys know? Something must be wrong. Some information we had, maybe it might be true, it might not be true. But the point is, from some false information, you'll be picking out some truth. I heard that the only office of Vichonscape was in Dubai. And it's one hotel that just choose a room and they use it as an office. What's made, and they have never done anything as per sanitation. I've never read it online. The Vichonscape is something sanitation in any country.
In your area?
To Nigeria. Let me say, they placed it with a program that is actually winning, and Lagos says it's now dead.
Now, sir, is this what is causing problem between the assembly, members of the assembly, and Ambode himself?
Between Ambode and the National Assembly, to me, I see it as more political anyway, because the moment, before they did their primaries, they wanted to, they threatened with impeachment before then, that if he decide to leave the house after he lost the election, if he decide to leave, if he decide to go out of the party or cross carpet, he will be impeached. The impeachment is not today. It has been, now this impeachment was talking about the budget or something. I don't read much about it, but they said he spent one money that he was not supposed to spend without passing or something like that. So to me, is a thing, if not political, is a thing they can actually settle just in easily, threatening with impeachment. But something must be happening underground. Before, that's why I said that their case, I don't know much about it.
It is politically motivated, right?
As far as I am concerned, if they are in the same caucus, it will not happen. So to me, because they are not in the same caucus, it's happening. So it's political.
Does it mean he has more enemies than friends in the assembly?
Even in the midst of people, I people that work with Lagos State, even in the midst of the civil servants, even in the midst of people. So me, it's people that are following him. It's not up to 50%. Not only in the house. I called my friend in Lagos that are civil servants in Lagos State, and they tell me that they are following Sanwo-Olu, not somebody. Before the election, the primary election, he has done me calling cabinet meeting. Even if it calls meeting, they only get there to get information, not to discuss. So from information I had, commissioner cannot sign maybe it had a bar to what they can sign. Most of the things he do it by himself. Doesn't use these people in his cabinet. So he has many enemies. Even his deputy said he's following Sanwo-Olu. So he has money. It's a thing that you should know.
Thank you very much. Now, Onnoghen.
Now, Onnoghen, I'm very interested in Onnoghen's matter, because as far as I'm concerned, yes, the Senate president, the Nigerian president, the judiciary, there are three different arms, and they are like Trinity. One is legislature, one is the judiciary, one is the executive. Now, they are supposed to be at the same line. Are you getting me now?
Which is not happening, right?
I won't. Now, the Constitution says, based on the suggestion of the NJC, the president appoints the president, sent to the National Assembly for approval, which was the. Now, do you know, before the beginning of this, his administration at CJN, you know, the case was in court.
How do you get to know?
Now, Buhari in the first place never wanted to choose him as CJN before. When Buhari went for sick leave or for treatment outside the country by the acting president, which was Jemi Osinbajo, he sent the name, but he wouldn't have done that without the knowledge of his principal. Buhari must have put a nod to it. Now they sent the name to the National Assembly for approval. They approved it, and the game started. Now this Code of Conduct Tribunal matter was not taken by the government to the Code of Conduct Bureau. It was taken there by a citizen, not the federal government. And the citizen started the trial. They are now saying when he was suspended, They are now saying it was political. As far as I'm concerned, political or not, due process or not, the first thing the CGN should have done is to resign, based on my understanding. You are the one in charge of the courts of Nigeria. You are the #1 judge in Nigeria. You are in charge of Supreme Court. You have made many judgments based on this matter. In this matter, on a moral ground, without suspension, you are supposed to resign. Now, you said, you even wrote this. Morally resign and let somebody get there.
Leave the office, right?
Yes, leave the office. And eventually, now, some people are saying should have taken, the president should have taken, written the NJC or something. But as far as I'm concerned, I want to believe NJC will just seal that matter. It will not come to the open. And to concern like that, the NJC itself will not help matter. And they suspended it. And now he has gone to appeal court, which is a shame. I will tell you why it is a shame. He went, no. Appeal judge can go to appeal court. During the case of Saraki and federal government in the CCT, Saraki went as far as the Supreme Court, headed by Onnoghen, that the courts should ask CCT not to try him or suspend the matter or not to prosecute him or something. And Supreme Court, headed by Onnoghen, said they have no power to ask CCT to suspend that matter, that case. And you, Onnoghen, you have been prosecuted by the CCT. You went to appeal court, and you, as the #1 judge of the country, should know that the Supreme Court judgment supersedes every other court in the country. And you went to a lower court seeking for the same judgment. What was the result of the judgment yesterday? The appeal court said we have no power to do such. So to me, this matter, I'm even tired of this due process. Due process is costing many things in this country. It's dragging us back. If it is my will would have been military should just come back, because our democracy is not giving us any benefits that we actually acquire.
Thank you very much.
God bless you.
Nice contribution from you, sir. God bless you.
They are one-sided when they are dealing with things like that, like this. I remember when the Secretary of Federal Government had a problem, issue of corruption. Buhari delayed the matter. People were shouting and shouting and shouting, delayed the matter. He refused to remove the guy until it got to a place I could not. They have to remove the guy. Even today, the guy has not been charged for anything. He's free. That's #1. This woman of Minister of Finance, when he had that problem of NYC, he drag. Nobody, the Buhari did not remove the woman until by herself.
But the guy has been charged. He has been charged, right?
Now, you see that time we are removed. It's now. Since that time, the problem is that I'm not against the CJB. The case to answer is a corrupt case. Nobody's talking about that one. How can the man too, who has a corrupt case of corruption, come and be the head of to now is what now face judge's case? Don't the problem there. The man should go. Let the other person come. Let him step aside and let the other person come. So now handle this case. The man don't have that moral standard to handle this case too. That's the problem I have with the government. You understand? So the guy said we should people just come in and we should not be doing like this. We must look what Shepard said the other time that if you leave APC, come to PDP, you forgot it. Why? Me, charity begins at home. If you jail your child for corruption, for whatever it is, people know they are serious about corruption. So it must be seen to be doing the right thing. That's all I can support you. If you don't do it, why would I support you? So let us do the right thing. Then things will go on well. Ambode, to me, perform in Lagos. But I heard that he was not a party man. But you have to play both sides. Party man and also do the right thing. People are complaining that, the way he was behaving, that he was sacking people in secretariat, it's not right. So what comes to him, I think he deserves it. But at the same time, they should just stop pedal with him, let him finish his tenure, and do whatever he is supposed to do. That's what I think should happen. Yeah. So they should just leave him alone and let him continue his.
Danjuma Ambode has been a very thriving and intelligent man as a governor in Lagos State. He has also been a man who has a passion for a transit of Lagos State. Maybe he's trying to peg his name, just like Fashola has pegged his name for Lagos State. So anyone who sees some kind of project in Lagos State will always make a reference to Fashola. And he also wants to do things like that. But basically, he has been doing some projects over the time, and those projects are becoming a mess up since he had an issue with the Lagos State caucus, you know, the
APC in general,
the political caucus for his own base, which is APC. And my own knowledge about that, removing all say and done underneath, that the House of Assembly should sit down intelligently and see that this man has a roundup program to do. They should allow him to finish because it's almost gone. By next month, we'll be seeing a two-phase transit, which is from APC to whosoever that becomes the next governor, and the person will be coming in power, and Ambode will be leaving. Let him just finish his project and make the whole thing sealed, instead of them impeaching him, subjecting him, and giving a disarray to the work that has been going on in Lagos State. If you look at Lagos State is messed up now. Just about 6 months now, he has been having an issue. Lagos State is messed up. Look at everywhere is dirty. Looking at all the projects he's been having, the water pipe is no more rushing because he has been using the water pipe for the project, and he has not concluded. And those things are not things that that should be a presentable ideology for an incumbent president who is trying to transit to another level for his image. So the Lagos Assembly should allow him to finish his project. So impeaching him will not be a reasonable and intelligent thing to do now.
That's your own opinion, right?
That's my opinion. That's my opinion.
Thank you so much. Now, on the issue of Onnoghen, do you have anything to say? Should he resign?
I just know a little about Onnoghen. Onnoghen is not a child. It's a judge. It baffles me when he makes some corrosive excuses concerning the government he is heading. I'm talking of the judiciary that he's heading, and he's a judge. You know, he has so many judges under him. Now, for him to not be subjected under his own, there be just like a father in the house that is caught sleeping with his daughter, and the son, the first son, is now judging the father. It does not make sense. Onnoghen should find it in every way to die down the matter and resign amicably, with all sense of what purified presentation before people, that, oh yes, I've made a mistake, and let me just purify the whole sense that I am guilty of this, and let me live amicably, let me live with all respect. So he will be well respected than him trying to fight the case underneath, because the issue has brought a lot of inconsistency in the state
judicial system.
In the judicial system. We'll be hearing that a lot of corruption has been going on in the judicial system, and this is becoming the height of it. So Onnoghen, as it's been pronounced, should come to his senses and resign honorably.
Just your own opinion. Thank you very much for contributing. Still on the issue of the impeachment process of Governor Ambode and also Onnoghen. Sir, your own opinion on this?
Okay, in my own honest opinion, if the governor is found guilty doing something wrong, and it's, you know, it warrants him to be impeached, why not? But it should be based on the issue at hand, not any sentimental issue about party issue or people not wanting him to go for the second time. We all know that he's not going for the second time, but if he's actually done something that actually means he has to be impeached, why not? The House can carry on, and the majority of the House wins the mark. So let's see what happens next.
There have been a lot of issues surrounding Danjuma Ambode since let's say last year, and up till now, the issue is still going on. Now the issue of the State House of Assembly. What do you think is wrong, sir?
Well, you know, politics is so funny in Nigeria. You know, when they walk, you know, I want to be a bit, maybe I should be a bit religious. That the same set of people come back to say, calm down. Oh yeah, when this guy came in, we were all, everybody threw the baton behind him, everybody supported him. But in the course of it, just lost the confidence of people. A lot of people are thinking that the man is too arrogant. Well, I don't really know much about it. I've seen it, you know, I don't understand. But we all know that the man is going. Why don't you allow him leave? There are other pending issues, rather. There are other issues that everybody should look towards the betterment of the future of Lagos State. Right now, instead of concentrating our energy on him being impeached now, how many months remaining for him to leave the office?
Very wonderful experience with our reviewers at the newsstands today. Of course, you're still watching Flip TV. I'm Michael Adekunle. Join me next time at the newsstands. Bye.